Okay guys, here I am with the ringmaster of the Nitro Circus and all-round dirt bike legend, Travis Pastrana, the man of the moment. Travis, first of all, I have to ask you, a lot of us celebrities insure, say, their butts or their heads or whatever for a lot of money. Man, can you even get insurance?
That's what I was gonna say. They won't insure me. Lloyd's of London, you pay like 20 grand a year, and they insure you for like $1 million a year if you get hurt or something like that. They said, okay, we'll insure you, except we won't insure your head or your wrists or your back or your knees, which is pretty much, or shoulders. I forgot that one.
I was going to say that doesn't leave a whole lot.
No, if I break my pinky and I can't continue on, then they'll get me.
Okay, you're a guy that, mastered the backflip, and then you moved on, and then you went to the double backflip, and you moved on. But you've helped other riders perfect these tricks. What's in that for you? That kind of seems like a funny thing to do.
No, it's pretty cool. Like Nate Adams came over to the house and learned flips, and a lot of the guys when we were first starting to do flips, and now it's pretty second nature. But no, I was very fortunate to have a career in motocross racing beforehand, and when freestyle just got started, there wasn't a lot of money. Now it's changed, where there's a lot of guys with foam pits and making a really good living doing tricks. But in the beginning, like it was either Kerry Hart or myself to get foam pits, and I just always like to see, because I learned from them as well. They came over and I learned, like everybody had a different approach, and it's kind of cool for me to see the mental aspect behind it, and just to know that your opponents are breakable, or not breakable, but like wrong term. Every day is not perfect. When someone seems like a superhero, you don't know if you can beat them. But when you ride with them, and you find that everybody has that point where they can't do something, and it's pretty cool.
I think it was Terra Firma 3 when you were sitting on the couch with James Stewart, Ricky Carmichael, and you're all pretty young kids way back then. Do you ever look back at that and think, wow, us three guys have sort of progressed into mature adults, and you're still owning the sport, but in kind of different ways?
Yeah, definitely a lot of different ways. I mean, if you look at it, Carmichael's the GOAT, greatest of all time, and James is probably the fastest rider on the face of the earth, and I don't know what the heck I've done. I've just went into freestyle and rally cars, but no, you look back at that film, and Fox, they picked it pretty, for the three guys around at the time, they picked, in my opinion, pretty well.
Well, as they say in Australia, they picked it like a dirty nose.
Yes, they did.
Okay, well, you're in a situation now where you can pretty much do whatever you like on any given day, I imagine. But what is it that you do when you're away from all of this, which your life is of motoring, really?
Dude, I tell you what, I haven't been home in like 3 months. It's pretty much rally car is occupying all my time, and just got back from Argentina, and
wow.
Before that was Costa Rica, and then next week is Washington State. So just when I have a chance to ride a motorcycle, I do, and I'm here, and it's a lot of fun. But I tell you what, it's getting more difficult to stay on top of these sports, and obviously I'm just here for fun. But it's it's frustrating when you could. Well, at least I think I could do better. I have more potential, and you're coming out here kind of half-assed, if you will. But it's good. Any day at riding a motorcycle is a good day at the office.
A lot of fans in freestyle, and let's face it, you're the master at freestyle. They're in it for the image, the tattoos and the bad boy image. That's so not you. And what do you make of all of that?
I'm a goofy son of a gun. I don't know. I just go out. You know what? I'm having fun. I'm traveling the world. I'm doing exactly what I want to do. And I've been very fortunate to have sponsors that back me. I mean, if I want to jump out of a plane without a parachute, I got people that are willing to catch me. And that's pretty
Literally.
cool. Literally.
Okay, now, do you have a hero? I mean, so many people look up to you, and everything you seem to do turns to gold, and you're just successful. Who do you look up to?
For myself, I guess my biggest heroes growing up, like in racing, were guys like Guy Cooper and Doug Henry.
Oh, okay.
Guy Cooper, just because he did, and Doug, both, they just had fun. They loved what they did, and they were always just enjoyed life, and they were competitive, but they just wanted to go out because they loved to ride a motorcycle, and that's kind of what I've looked up to and aspired to be. Also, maybe Matt Huffman, because that guy could knock himself out and continue on like no other, and I don't know if that's a quality to look up to, but he's just a tough bastard.
I can imagine that you could get your hands on just about any toy, anything that you want at any time. We know you have a lot of fun from your DVDs, but what's out there that you haven't been able to grasp yet?
What's funny? I have a lot of toys, and the ones that we play on the most are like pit bikes. Just get a stock pit bike, maybe put some BBR or whatever, just to make it fit a little bit better. And you know what? Because you can run them all day and they don't break. Like I don't know. I got an awesome idea. I'm like, yeah, I'll buy a $250,000 trophy truck, and it's going to be awesome. And I flipped it over, and about 100 miles into the Baja 1000, and it burnt to the ground. And I thought, that was the worst $250,000 barbecue I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, I didn't even get marshmallows out there. You know, next time if I take a truck of that caliber, I'm definitely bringing marshmallows. Amazing. I always call him a behemoth ballerina, so that's kind of two. Zoom. Chad Reed. It's one word. I'm not good with the one word, man. But the one word,
Run with it.
competitive. Goat. Fun. Work. Trying. Long. Impossible.
Now, I don't know if you have a tattoo,
No tats.
but if you were to get one for some reason, what would it be?
You know, I went over to Hardin Huntington, and I almost got a tattoo of 3 tattoos on my back of stick figures. One with a parachute guy that was just about to crash. One with a motorcycle guy that was going over the bars, and one with a car that had just bounced off a tree. Because, you know, all stick figures. I think that would be kind of the story of my life.
That'd be a good way to sum it up. Now, what's the hardest thing you've done on a dirt bike? Is it a race or a trick? Or?
Everything's takes its own kind of unique discipline. I mean, tricks, you have to be creative and willing to believe in yourself when no one else does. Racing, you just have to be willing to train and work harder than anybody else. You don't necessarily have to be you have to be good, but if you want to be the best, you don't have to be the fastest. You just have to be willing to just work harder than anybody else. Where freestyle, you have to be willing to go through the pain and to be creative and to continue on basically having fun when it's too painful to really enjoy it.
Okay. Now, the long distance jumps have made a bit of news lately, especially with Maddo doing his thing in Australia and also on New Year's. Any plans to try some big jumps?
You know, the big jumps really scare me, to be honest.
Sure.
Everything that I do is fairly calculated. There's a backup plan of sorts. When you're going, I mean, I've gone 250 feet, thereabout, but when you're going anything over 200 feet, anything goes wrong and you're dead. Like, I mean, you're really, you die.
You could say the same about jumping out of an aeroplane with no parachute.
But you have 60 seconds to correct it before you die. You know, anything's worth definitely doing once. You know, I would like to hit a distance ramp and see what it's like, but I got to pick and choose my battles here. You know, 199 Live is running out pretty soon.
We would think so. When are we going to see you between the trees again?
Between the trees rally.
Racing off-road?
Oh, yeah. Like rally cars?
More.
Oh, no, it's GNCC. Sorry, I'm slow. I want to beat Niter at something. I don't know what it could possibly be, but I think if I spend more than a week of training, I figured out a week of training got me 1 lap in a 6-lap race. So maybe 6 weeks of training, and I think I got something only at the first GNCC, which is sandy. I can ride sand whoops, not to be that guy, but I can ride sand whoops pretty damn good. I think I got a shot at Niter there. Technical, no way. Anything like Ayresburg Rocks, that guy's incredible. And but I like to beat him at one thing. Just one thing. I'm not being picky.
Hey, I hope you do, man.
Yeah.
One last question. Where are you at with the rally driving now?
Right now, rally's been going really well. We won the North American Championship the last 2 years. You know, got my best finish in the World Rally is 5th, which was good, but it was kind of a far back 5th. It was like a lot of people had mistakes, and we just kind of kept it going. This last round, we ended up flipping out, or literally flipping out, but we had some top 3 times. And I said, all right, now granted, it's tough because there's like 20 stages, and you have to be top 3 on pretty much every stage if you want to win. But it's a start. It's to say, okay, this is how fast we need to go. Now we got to figure out about how to make the car last and how not to crash at that speed.
Well, I hope it all goes well for you, mate. We've got a lot of fans in Australia, and I'm sure they wish you all the best.
Cool. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you around.